Hey guys, just wanted to share a little video that on the Fox shocks for the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. There's been a lot of discussion, it sounds like, about squeaking shocks. Well, I don't have squeaking shocks. Well, I do in the rear. They do 100% squeak, but up front, it's more of a creak and a clunk sound. And I'm almost certain it's the dust wiper on the Fox shock. So I'm going to share with you how I'm fixing this. I fixed the other side and it's real quiet. It's time will tell with longevity of driving around the road and exposing it to the elements of rain and stuff like that. I live in wonderful Washington State. It's a beautiful state, but it's not quite as cool as it once was. But anyway, that's for another topic. But anyway, wet Washington State, lots of elements thrown at these shocks. So creaking, so they are creaking. Here's what I want to show that I use on my mountain bikes, on the Fox shocks, on those as well. But they're good for every shock. It's a lubricant for that top dust seal to help it to perform better. It reduces stiction. On a mountain bike application, you can actually feel the difference between spending the time to clean your dust seal and apply this versus not. There's definitely not as much stiction to overcome. On the mountain bike, it becomes a little bit more sensitive. Well, the case here is we want to take and just use it for a lubricant. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to show you how I do that. It's very difficult to get the dust wiper spread away from the shock shaft in order to get this in there. Typically you would use a fork seal wiper or a zip tie. A zip tie works very well to just kind of get between the seal and the shaft, spread it apart, just enough to get some lubricant down in there. But not the case here. And I think that could likely be part of the noise issue, is because that dust seal just may be too tight. So therefore, it's creating some excessive friction. So I'm not a shock expert, so I'm only speculating here. But first thing to do, obviously, let's get this guard off of here. I don't know about a lot of you guys. I'm kind of the old school mentality. I'm not used to shocks having these guards, so I'm actually going to run without them. I had Fox 2.0 shocks on my Cherokee XJ that I just got rid of. You can look at my YouTube. It was a beautiful XJ. I just sold it for $20,000. I was asking 23. Actually got 19,000 for it. So. Beautiful Jeep. However, I ran the XJ 2.0s for 3 years on an XJ prior to building that one, and then I put them on that one for 5 years. And they don't come with these guards. They don't come with anything. They look just like this, to be honest. They never leaked, never had any problems with them, never had any noises. But first, let's do this. Before I do anything, listen. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's get a little closer here. So, here, let me turn the volume. I don't know if that came through. I'll turn the volume down on the TV. Let's see if we can hear this. Sure, as soon as I do this, someone's shooting. You could hear it there. So that resonates through the frame pretty badly, to be honest with you. You know, my experience with shocks and stuff is it doesn't really take much for the noise to transmit through the chassis. You would not expect that at all. My Fox 2.0s, the bushings in the eyelets started to wear. They started making noise. And you could definitely kind of hear that being transmitted through the body. Okay, so as I said, a zip tie will not get in there. However, we can take and get in here with a sharp straight pick, and really we're just trying to just spread that seal apart, just like that. Hopefully that shows up well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this lube right around this seal. I mean, I can show you just putting this lube on here. Actually, let's just put it on. Just do that. And even just doing this, it'll be noticeably quieter. Still a bit of noise at the top. So, with any luck, we're going to totally eliminate that. Just like that. I have that in there now. Puts lube around the edges here. Put quite a bit, because as you spin this around, you're going to see it actually go in. You'll see the little air bubbles. And you want to just keep that tip against the shaft so you're not pushing it into the seal. You're just spreading that out. And you're getting the lubricant down inside there. By doing that, hopefully it'll actually last for a decent amount of time. This one's actually worse than the passenger side. There's still very little at the top of the stroke. You know, and it's not gonna ride in the top of the stroke right there. I mean, that's not where it sits. But as OCD as I am, I'm gonna try and get that eliminated. And the other thing is that could be internal as well. Don't know. But it is already a lot quieter. Okay. Oh yeah, that last little bit solved that. Be sure to clean the bottom of the shaft. There is buildup from the full length of the travel. It kind of accumulates kind of at that bottom out position. Wipe up excess so it doesn't collect a bunch of dirt. Now, let's see. Yeah, actually I can hear the oil running through the valves now. That's all I hear. Take that back, and we have a little bit of squeaking. You can hear it. You can totally hear it. We'll try this again. We'll just add a little more. Okay, there we go. Nice and quiet. I'll wait till the ambient noise gets a little quieter real quick. Wipe this off. Okay, now let's take a listen. Nice and quiet. So I hope that helps somebody. I know it's kind of a bit of a odd, cumbersome video, but that's what I'm doing. We'll see how long it lasts. I know people have had good luck lubricating that with other oils and stuff like that. I gotta believe something kind of designed for forks. This isn't much different. Should do the job. So tell me what you think. Tell me if you did it, if it worked for you or whatnot. So take care.